What's going on, everyone? I hope you guys are doing well and that you're all having a great day, and thanks for joining me here today for your daily dose of Star Wars. Supreme Leader Snoke was shrouded in mystery when The Force Awakens first came out, and over time and anticipation for The Last Jedi, we know a lot more about Snoke. Andy Serkis has said a lot of things about Snoke, and we have a lot more knowledge about the character, so I thought this would be a good time for us to go over every single thing we know about him. I also have a new Andy Serkis interview clip to show you, so before we get into everything we know about the character, here is the interview clip from Andy Serkis when a fan asks him about Snoke. Check it out.
Oh no.
Obviously, you've said that you've gone into a lot of detail with your characters for Planet of the Apes. How much information did you have to create Snoke? Because obviously no one knows anything, and how much do you know?
I know enough to play the character. This is a trick question, I can just tell. Unfortunately, I can't reveal any of it. I know the reasoning behind it is why I can't say too much. Is because I really don't want it to spoil the mystery of the character, and there is a mystery to the character, and it's coming up soon. And I get asked this so often about Snoke, and I always have to. People always say, "So tell me about him," and I go, "Okay, all right, here we go." And they go, "No, don't tell me. So people do want to know and they don't want to know. But I obviously know what the character is. Of course, you have to as an actor. I know who he is, where he comes from, what he represents, and that will soon be out of the bag and it'll unfold itself. But and I wish I could tell you more, but I can't.
Can you do one thing?
Yeah.
Can you do "There's Been Awakening"? The line from the first trailer.
There's been an awakening. Have you felt it?
That's the latest interview clip we have of Andy Serkis talking about Snoke. He doesn't really say a whole lot of information we didn't already know, but it's still cool to hear him talk about it nonetheless. But now that I've shown you that, we are going to talk about everything we know about Snoke in The Last Jedi. After The Force Awakens came out, there was so much speculation as to who Snoke was and who Snoke could be that Andy Serkis put some of the theories like Snoke being Darth Vader and Darth Plagueis to bed when he was asked by Anthony Breznican if Snoke is a damaged character. That raises the question, did his wounds come from the clash between the Rebellion and the Empire seen in the original Star Wars trilogy? To which Andy Serkis responds, no, he's a new character in this universe. It is very much a newly introduced character. He's aware of what's gone on in the respect that he has been around and is aware of prior events. I think it'd be fair to say that he is aware of the past to a great degree. For the next portion of this video, we are going to go over some of the new stuff that some people may not know about the character and may not want to know about Snoke, so I'm going to throw out a spoiler warning just in case there's anyone watching who wants to remain completely in the dark about the character. So spoilers, mild spoilers commencing in 3, 2, 1. Back in April 2017, Making Star Wars gave us our first new knowledge about Supreme Leader Snoke and The Last Jedi as well as his Praetorian Guards. This was before we got all of the Force Friday toys that revealed his full body, what he looks like and all of that, but it's incredible how Jason Ward had all of this knowledge beforehand. He told us that Snoke wears a gold silky robe with a very ornate pattern on it in The Last Jedi, and that his slippers are like jester shoes, or genie slippers. The robe and shoes are aligned in red too. He has a very blood and gold vibe to him. The inside is red and pretty fancy. The golden exterior of the robe, however, has a distinct pattern on it. It's almost like a golden corduroy lines that run straight up and down. Snoke wears a fancy ring on his left hand. His hands are decrepit and his pinky is sort of shriveling inward. The stone in the ring is black, and Jason believes that it could be a black kyber crystal. Snoke will be on his ship Supremacy for most of The Last Jedi, and we know from the new Sphero droid BB-9E, we know a little more about the ship as well. We know that the Supremacy is the main ship of Snoke. The ship is absolutely massive and comes in at 60 kilometers in length and is the sole mega-class Star Destroyer. The Supremacy is the central command headquarters in The Last Jedi for the First Order's fleet, serving dual purpose as a massively scaled battleship. This colossal ship carries stormtroopers into battle, but it also serves as a safe haven for ships that need to be repaired or even built from scratch. This is also going to be the ship where we see Tom Hardy's Stormtrooper make his cameo. Snoke has 8 Praetorian guards. Each Praetorian guard has 9 plates of armor and they all have a different weapon. One has a staff, but with 2 blades on each end, that turn into one for dual weapons. One uses nunchucks, one uses a sword, and Jason believes that one has some kind of throwing weapon and knives. There are more weapons, but he's not entirely sure what the rest of those are. Going back to Snoke's physical appearance, his skin color is actually fairly pink and not as white and washed out as Palpatine, as it was kind of shown to us in The Force Awakens. He has human colored flesh with very definitive age spots. His skin is pale and peachy. The elderly person's hand is sort of a better color to imagine him than to say that of the Emperor. Snoke has very bright blue eyes, which helps to distinguish him from any previous big bad we've had in the galaxy far, far away, and also helps to separate him from the Sith. When it comes to the Supreme Leader Snoke coming face to face with some of our heroes from the original trilogy, particularly Leia, Andy Serkis had this to say. I had no scenes with Carrie, but I did get to know her a little bit. She was an incredible human being with a wonderful personality, and she's sadly missed, and everyone who came into contact with her was really touched by her great energy and great sense of humor. She's a wonderful person, and I did have a great time working with the cast and Adam Driver and Domhnall Gleeson. We've had some really great times on the set. The latest news on Snoke revolves around some of his what appears to be many Force abilities. Snoke has telepathy, Force chokes, and Force throws, and not much is known about how he's going to use these, but I'm excited to see how we get to see him use those come December in The Last Jedi, when it finally, our wait will finally be over and it'll finally hit in theaters. But until then, we have to keep on waiting just a little longer, at least until Monday, when we get a new trailer to hold us over. So what do you think about Snoke? Based on this, do you like the direction they are taking his character? Let me know with a comment down below, and friends, you know the way it goes. If you want to be the first to see a video as soon as it goes live, because you're a daily coffee drinker, hit that bell down there to be among the first to know when a new video goes live with a push notification to your smartphone. If you enjoyed the video today, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, keep loving Star Wars. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.